Election campaigns are loud, colorful affairs in Korea. Imagine catchy slogans on banners waving in the streets, addictive songs blaring through the speakers. Now, these events, however, are often little more than spectacle for the foreign population living here with no voting rights in neither the general nor the presidential elections. However, as the number of foreign residents increase by the year, so do their needs and concerns. So, how can foreigners living in Korea have their voice heard? Our news feature tonight with Oh Soo-young.
10 years ago, Korea became the first Asian country to grant foreign residents the right to vote in local elections, 3 years after acquiring a permanent resident status. Only naturalized citizens are eligible to vote in general and presidential elections. Compared to most other developed countries like the United States or Japan, which prohibit foreigners from all elections, Korea's electoral system is considered to be more open.
Koreans, I think, have been at some significant success in opening up and welcoming people of different backgrounds and ethnicities. I would contrast this with Japan, where Japan still has a very, very tight immigration policy and does not allow foreigners to migrate to Japan on a permanent basis.
Over the last few years, the number of foreign residents has grown steadily, exceeding the 1.7 million mark last year. That's 3.4% of the entire population. With the unprecedented increase in long-term residents and workers, many feel their needs have not been taken into consideration. This is especially true for areas in Seoul and Gyeonggi-do province, where almost 10% of its residents are foreign nationals. Seoul's Yeongdeung-pogu district has the largest ratio of foreign residents, at 17.5%, followed by the Kumcheongu, Gurogu districts and Ansan City in Gyeonggi-do province. A number of ethnic groups have set up their own communities to discuss and resolve their needs.
We're now a sizable part of the population and have many concerns. When there are unfavorable laws or policies, we join with civic groups to protest. We consult migrant laborers, raise funds for those with health problems, and also engage in volunteer work.
There are more than 60 groups for Korean Chinese nationals, groups for elderly people, maternal support, volunteer work and more. There are around 100,000 of us who have acquired Korean citizenship, and our aim is to be able to have stability. We think that, as Koreans, it's our responsibility to participate in national politics.
However, without established political entry points, these foreign communities struggle to have their voices heard.
There's a limit to what we can do on our own, and always asking civil groups for help puts us at a disadvantage. We need representation to make our concerns known and push for relevant policies. There are hundreds of lawmakers, but none speak for us.
It will also require foreign residents to exert efforts themselves. A clear majority of the foreign population choose to forego their right to vote. The turnout rate for foreign residents stood at just 18% in 2014's local elections.
Various policies related to work, multicultural families, and immigration all pass through the National Assembly. Unless foreign residents take an interest in elections and exercise their right to vote, there will be little motive for politicians to consider their needs regarding policies.
Above all, the greater public must offer a welcoming hand to the newly settling residents.
It's paramount for Korean-born citizens to begin considering foreign residents as neighbors and help them become involved in the political arena. Also, naturalized Korean citizens should actively help foreign nationals without voting rights to be included in the greater society and also contribute towards social prosperity.
To fully embrace the growing foreign population, the key challenge here is to encourage both participation and inclusion from all social sectors. And it begins with showing an interest. Oh Soo-young, Arirang News.